I'm Erica, and I'm a site coordinator with Communities and Schools of Kalamazoo. I want to share with you some of what we do at CIS and how we do it. I think you'll discover that I'm just one of many working within CIS to bring community resources into Kalamazoo Public Schools buildings. Before diving into the details, did you know that Communities and Schools is a national organization with affiliates working in schools across 26 states? CIS affiliates work independently but form a network of trust and collaboration. Because we are all working hard to implement the CIS model in our schools, we are continuously learning from each other and growing our knowledge and expertise when it comes to surrounding our students with a community of support. My role as a CIS site coordinator is to make sure kids are connected to the resources and people they need to stay in school and succeed. I do this by facilitating a process to deliver resources and services directly to students where they are, in their school. As site coordinators, we work closely with our school partners, which includes school staff like principals, teachers, and guidance counselors. We also collaborate with community organizations and individuals. Our community partners and volunteers work through the CIS model to provide a range of resources and services, from food to eyeglasses to academic assistance and mental health supports. The list goes on. So, just what is the CIS model of integrated student supports? This model is our blueprint of practice that, when implemented with high fidelity in a school, is proven to increase graduation rates, decrease dropout rates, and improve student attendance, all leading to brighter futures for our kids. Let's take a closer look at our model. As you can see, it's a 5-step process. We start by doing a needs assessment. The first step is done in collaboration with school leadership, families, and community partners. We identify the key needs of both the school and individual students, including their academic and non-academic needs. We then prioritize the needs of the school and determine which supports need to be increased, improved, or pursued. Once we're clear on the needs, we move on to step 2, creating an individualized student support plan. Again, we collaborate with our school team to put together a plan that addresses the identified needs through school-wide, targeted, and individualized student supports. At this stage, CIS connects with the appropriate community partners who can best help put the plan into action. Together, we set goals to measure our progress. We've now reached step 3, integrated student supports. This is the meat of our work. Our model is designed to level the playing field for all students. We want to make sure every student has access to the community resources and tools they need to unlock their potential and thrive. There's a lot to unpack, so let's circle back after covering the last 2 steps of the CIS model. Step 4 is all about monitoring and adjusting. Once the plan has been put into action, we continue connecting with students, families, teachers, and our community partners to make sure the supports are working. By monitoring students' progress toward their goals, we can adjust along the way to optimize results for the kids. The final and 5th step in the model is evaluation. On an annual basis, we assess the impact of our school at both the school-wide and individual student levels by comparing the outcomes to our goals. Evaluating and reporting our findings keeps us accountable and helps us plan for the following year. Now let's go back to step 3 and take a closer look at integrated student supports. We break this step into 3 tiers of support. Doing so allows us to serve more students while also focusing attention on individual students that have significant needs. Our school-wide services, what we call Tier 1, are available to all students in our schools. An example of Tier 1 is the attendance program I manage that promotes attendance and nurtures a positive school climate. Another example is our CIS Kids Closet, which allows us to provide clothing, personal care items, and school supplies for students so that they are ready and able to learn every day. Tier 2 are targeted supports and programs. These are typically provided in a group setting to students who share a common need. For example, we might help meet students' academic needs by facilitating tutoring labs after school. And for students who are grieving due to some kind of loss, we may coordinate with one of our mental health partners to provide school-based grief groups. Tier 3 is our more intensive, individualized student supports. For Tier 3, we use data like report cards, attendance records, and disciplinary referrals to identify students that would benefit from our case management support. As CIS site coordinators, We do regular check-ins with these students after connecting them to sustained, ongoing supports. Within our 3-tiered service approach, we have 10 primary categories of support. These areas include, drum roll please, academic assistance, basic needs, behavioral interventions, college and career preparation, community and service learning, enrichment, family engagement, life skills, mental health, and physical health. Some of these categories align with more than one tier. For example, let's take the academic assistance category of support. If there was an incentive program that encouraged homework completion for all students, then it would fall into Tier 1, school-wide services. If academic assistance took the form of group tutoring, which is a more targeted approach, it would fall into Tier 2. If that academic assistance entailed an individualized approach in which a student participated in one-on-one tutoring with a CIS volunteer, then that support would fall into Tier 3. That was a lot of information to share with you. But as you can see, there's a lot that goes into making the CIS model of integrated student supports run strong in our schools. That's because no single organization can meet all the needs of a child. We need each other to remove barriers that stand in the way of a child's success in school and life. By collaborating with our community partners, CIS brings resources into schools so students can access them where they are. Site coordinators like me work hard to strategically align and ensure the delivery of needed resources so that our students can focus on learning. Let's recap the key parts of our CIS model. As a CIS site coordinator, my colleagues and I work to bring services and resources into the schools. We do a needs assessment and make a plan, which involves creating both a school-based plan and individualized student plans. We then coordinate the resources and services that flow through our 3 tiers of integrated student supports. We monitor progress, adjust accordingly, and then evaluate annually. Thank you for joining me today. I hope our time together has given you a greater understanding of how our model works. It's because of our community support that site coordinators like me can be in schools, directly in the path of students, so we can literally walk alongside them and learn the barriers and challenges they face. Your support and partnership allow us to continue building, strengthening, and maintaining relationships with the students and families we serve. On behalf of all of us at Communities and Schools of Kalamazoo, thank you for sharing the common goal of empowering our kids to stay in school, graduate, and succeed in life.